All right, good morning, Jay here. You know, I believe I found an awesome topic for today because it resolves around action. And I'm going to be doing some reading just for a second. I'm reading from The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. Okay, this was written in 1948. Woo! I was 2 years old at the time. The thing is, his wisdom holds true for today. Now, Ralph Waldo Emerson declared that the ancestor of every action is thought. Okay? So when you understand that, you begin to comprehend that our world is governed by the thought and that everything external had its counterpart originally within the mind. It's just as Buddha said many centuries ago, all that we are is result what we have thought. So I want you to stop just for a second and I want you to think about that because that's our topic for today. Thought. You know, when we talk about having the power within, the first power starts within our mind because our mind creates thought. Okay? Now from that thought resolves into a dream, which resolves into us taking action to be able to accomplish that dream. Now, I hope I didn't get too heavy for you there. Okay, I just want you to think back in your own life. Okay, think about when you were in high school. A lot of us, we think about our future, and then we suddenly dream of becoming a doctor, an actor, a singer, a great businessman. And then once we've created that thought, and we think about it so long that it turns into dreams, and then it gets down to our spirit, and then suddenly, when we believe, which is developed from our thoughts that it can happen, we start out on the goal to make it happen, which requires what? More thought. So then that thought itself actually turns into action. Okay? Think about, all right, you're in business for yourself. I'm changing pages, sorry. Think about this when you're in business for yourself. You know that being in business that you have to have some type of advertisement. Okay, let's back up. Let's say you decide to open a store, women's boutique, men's boutique. You have a storefront window. Right. Thought goes into play as to, well, how can I attract other people into you got it, my business? Okay? Or radio advertisement. What words would people want to hear? Listen to what I'm doing now. I'm thinking. Thought. What words would people want to hear that would draw them to get into their car to come down and look at my store? So therefore, theoretically, you could say that the secret of success lies not outside but within the thought of man. Wow, that's heavy. Let me explain something to you. This is very important. We talk about personal development being important, but personal development being important is because by you reading the words of others, it causes you to think. And a lot of times you'll be somewhere and you'll be in a conversation. And all of a sudden, the words that you've read someplace else that got into your mind suddenly becomes thought and you speak it out. Just at the right time. That's like Zig Ziglar. Now, he's passed on, he's gone, but he said, one of his quotes I always remember, this is from back in the 80s, if you help enough people get what they want, right, you can finish it, right? You'll get what you want. Now, how many speakers have you heard use that? It's not theirs. They borrowed it from somebody else. That's why I always tell people in network marketing, there's nothing new in network marketing. Network marketing has been there forever. We just didn't call it network marketing. At one time, it was called bartering. At least that's the way I see it. Okay? Nowadays they call it network marketing. But this was started way before network marketing, MLMs, all that even came into existence. It's been a part of our life forever. So when people tell me, well, look, yeah, I can't do that, I see you're wrong. You've been doing it all your life. There you go. This brand new pair of sneaks just came out. And you're a teenager. And you just gotta have them. Your thought process kicks in. Because now you've got to figure out a way how to convince mom or dad to buy those shoes. Thought, and believe me, most of the time kids will get them out of their parents, okay? Created action for you. I don't know, it could have been a promise. Look, Dad, I'll do this for a week if you get me those shoes. Or I'll wash your car for a month if you get me those shoes. The thought process kicks in. And whatever we think, we end up normally, if it's a positive thought and we can see the benefit of it in our life, helping us, we'll take that thought and we'll put it into action. Now, thought would also cause us to be inactive too, so it can work both ways. Okay? Now, I'm trying to stay under 5 minutes today, which for me is very hard. Oh, I'm over already. It's okay. Let me say this, because this is very important, what I want you to do. Books moves the thinking process upstairs. So if you're not doing it, and I know even though you hear it all the time, you hear it from training, you read it in books, you hear it from the CEO, okay, the president, everybody tells you that you need to be spending 30 minutes a day on personal development. And I'm going to suggest this, because, it's easy to audio, okay? By the way, audio you can do when you're riding in your car on the way to work. That's personal development. But a book, you need to sit down in a corner somewhere. I don't care if it's on a lunch break. And you need to read a book. Okay? Because when you read a book, you develop pictures in your mind from reading a book. So it's a very important process in your success. Because the more that you read, the more positive thoughts that you will develop, which turn into action to help you to become successful. It's a process. Okay? And as always, I pray that you've gotten something out of this today. I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I think I'm going to read some more in this book right here. I haven't read this in a while. And that's one thing about, when you start personal development, you go back. In my career, I don't know how many times I've read either the whole book, Think and Grow Rich, or I've read parts of it. Or The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. I don't know how many times I've flipped the pages there. I've got yellow marks all over the book. Sometimes I might not go back and read the whole book, but I'll read the highlights, what I've highlighted, because then it stimulates what? It stimulates thoughts, which turns into action. Action causes you to become successful. And it all comes from right here, your thoughts. So, I will see you at the top, or I'll definitely be waving to you from the top. As you can tell, that's a live video. God bless. Have an awesome day.